Okay, welcome to week 5. This is question 5 from chapter 6.1. It says that Nova Company's total overhead costs at various levels of activity are present below. So we have the machine hours right here, the months, and the total overhead cost. Assume that the total overhead cost above consists of utilities, supervisory salaries, and maintenance. Okay, so these are the three costs in total overhead cost. The breakdown of this cost at the 38,000 machine hour level of activity is, and they give us utilities, which is a variable, the total fixed of supervisory salaries, and maintenance, which is a mixed cost with variable and fixed cost. And as you can tell, this information is based on 38,000 machine hours, which means that it's from the month of May, because you can see here the 38,000 machine hours, and this is the same number as the total. So this 161,680 has three costs, one variable, one fixed, and one mixed. Okay, so they want to break down the maintenance cost into its variable and fixed cost elements. Okay, we're gonna work with this one first. The first requirement is to estimate how much of the 227,980 of the overhead cost in July was maintenance cost. Okay, so I have an Excel right here. I copy the first two tables and this due requirement 1. I'll probably post this Excel too, so it's easier for you to do this question. Okay, so how much of the 227,980 of overhead cost in July was maintenance cost? So we know that these variables right here, the total is based on the 38,000 machine hours, so it's going to be a different total for July, because remember that the variable per unit is always the same, but the total is different. So what we can do is we can get this 41,800 and divide it by the 38,000 units, or sorry, machine hours. So we know that the variable cost per unit is $1.10. So to know how much is the total variable cost for 68,000 machine hours from July, we just need to multiply this 110 times 68,000 machine hours. Okay, so this is the total variable cost. Now the fixed cost, the total fix is always the same, no matter how many machine hours they do. So it's just going to be the same. So we have a total of variable and fixed of 133,800, and the total for July was 227,980. So we just need to subtract this 133,800 from the 227 to get only the maintenance cost. There we have it. Okay, so for requirement 2, they're asking us to use the high-low method and estimate a cost formula for the maintenance in the form of y equals a plus bx. So the high-low method, the formula is the difference of the cost divided by the difference of the units. In this case is machine hours. And the highest and lowest months were July and May. So we're going to use those 2 months. So the difference of the cost are only for the maintenance cost. So the 94,180 of July minus the 60,880 of May. And the difference of the units are the 68,000 machine hours of July minus the 38,000 machine hours of May. So now we just need to divide these two together and we get 1.11. for the variable part. So that's gonna be the B, 1.11. Now that we have the variable, we can find the fixed part of this maintenance cost. And we just need to use either the 38,000 machine hours of May or July, the 68,000. I normally use the lowest number just because it's easier, but either way it can work. So I only do the 1.11 and then I multiply times the machine hours, so 38,000. So this is the total variable. And we know that the total maintenance is the 60,880 because we're working with May. If you use the machine hours of May, you need to use everything about May. You can mix them. So if we want to know the fixed part of this May maintenance cost, we just need to subtract the 60,880 total maintenance cost minus the total variable. So there we have it, 18,700. Okay, now requirement 3, express the company's total overhead cost in the form of Y equals A plus BX. So now we're not working only with the maintenance cost, we're doing with everything, all the total overhead. So utilities cost, we know that it's just a variable cost. It doesn't have a fixed part. And we already found that it's $1.10 per machine hour. So we're just going to copy that. The supervisor's salaries is just a fixed cost and the total is 59,000 no matter how many units or how many machine hours they use. And the maintenance cost is both, is mixed. So now we know that the variable cost per machine hours is 1.11 and the fixed part is the 18,700. And then on Canvas, they will just add it all together and they say that it's 2.21 total of variable cost per machine hour and total 77,700 total fixed cost. So you just have to copy those numbers here to do the Y equals A plus BX. A is always the fixed part, so 77,700, and B is 2.21. So for the last question, what total overhead cost would you expect to be incurred at an activity level of 43,000 machine hours? Again, we're doing total overhead cost, not only the maintenance cost. So instead of using this first formula, we're going to use the one that we just created. And because X is the units and this time is machine hours, we just need to multiply this 43,000 times 2.21 and add the 77,700. And that will give you 172,730. And that's it. If I check my work, that will be correct.